Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the August 2020 Hella Handmade Creations. If you don't know what Hella Handmade Creations is, every month a bunch of different indie makers get together and they contribute one polish to the Hella Handmade Creations site. The site's open the 14th to the 21st of every month, so this one is live right now. In the description box below, I will link the Hella Handmade Creations site, their Instagram, their Facebook page, and my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video. Each maker does have their own individualized theme that they're working on, and we'll go over that per looking at each polish. So I do only have 7 polishes to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first, from Blush Lacquers, we have The Promise of a Woman, and this is described as a buildable cherry red jelly nail polish with a gold flake and shifting gold to green to teal multi-chrome flakies. This is part of their Princess Bride collection, and it will retail for $11.50 with no cap. So the formula on this is beautiful, fantastic, smooth, very creamy and buttery to apply. I got it completely opaque in 2 coats. It does say it's a jelly, so depending on your application, I guess you might need 3, but it is a pretty pigmented jelly. This one, I didn't have any kind of running, pooling, or staining, but it is a pretty pigmented red, so I would recommend wearing a base coat. This one does dry with the slightest bit of texture, so you're definitely going to want a top coat to smooth this out. Nothing in this is going to be difficult to remove, but in my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of The Promise of a Woman and a glassy top coat. Up next, from Colors by Loro, we have Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. This is described as a bright yellow kelly with red to gold to green shimmer and yellow to green shifting flakes. This is the last in their Wizard of Oz series and the last in their Hella Handmade Creations contributions in general. This is $11 and there's 175 bottles available. So the formula on this one is also good. I didn't have, again, running, pooling, or staining with this. Yellow does tend to stain a lot of people though, so I do recommend, again, wearing a base coat when you apply this. This did take me 3 coats to build up to opacity. I do think you need all 3 of those coats pretty solidly. The shifty shimmer that's in here does stand out. You can see it on the nails, and the flakes that are in here accent the shimmer really nicely. You are going to want top coat to bring some life back to this. It does dry a bit on the dull side, but nothing is going to dry with texture or be difficult to remove. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road and a glossy top coat. So up next, from the Dawn Diva, we have Stevie Nicks and Coven. This is inspired by the White Witch, and it's described as a heavy, hollow lavender with earthy vibes. This one will be the last in their American Horror Story series with Hella Handmade Creations, and it's $13 with no cap. Formula on this is excellent, very smooth. Again, no running, pulling, or staining here. I built it up to full opacity in 2 coats. This one does dry on the dull side, so you are going to want some top coat to smooth that out, but nothing in this is going to dry textured or be difficult to remove. The hollow that's in here is very strong. It does stand out more when the polish is fully dry, and obviously you're going to get the best effect of this out in the sunlight. And the little bitty flakes in here you do get to make out on your nail as well. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of Stevie Nicks and Coven and a glossy top coat. Up next, from Indie Polish by Patty Lopes, we have You Are My Best Friend. This is a gold shimmer, flakes, multi-chrome, and micro gold glitters inspired by Annie with an E. This one is $12 and there's a cap of 90 bottles available. Formula on this one is also good. I didn't have any issues with applying or issues with running or pulling on this one, or staining for that matter. This did take me 3 coats to build up to opacity. You are going to need all 3 of those coats to achieve the full opacity on this. The flakes that are in here do stand out really, really nicely against the base color. This is a super yellowy gold. The holographic little bits that are in here are going to stand out best in the sun. This is definitely going to dry with some pretty intense texture, so you are going to want top coat to finish this off for that reason, and removal does take a little bit of scrubbing. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of You Are My Best Friend and a glossy top coat. Next up, from LynB Designs, we have We Were on a Break. This is described as a deep purple to white thermal with red to violet to gold shifting shimmer micro hollow flakies, and green to blue to purple shifting flakies, and this is inspired by Friends. This one will be $12 and there's a cap of 90 bottles available. Formula on this is good. It's a little bit on the thicker side. It does kind of want to build up more in some places than others, so be mindful to do nice thinner coats that are even and easy to spread out. The transition on this one is very smooth. I didn't have any issues with getting it to go from hot to cold. The flakes that are in here stand out so beautifully, especially against the white base. I think that is a gorgeous look. This one does dry pretty dull, so you are going to want top coat to finish this off, but nothing dries textured and nothing's difficult to remove. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of We Were on a Break and a glossy top coat. Up next from my brand Pampered Polishes, we have Boob Punch, and this is a Prussian kind of leaning cornflower blue crelly with various shapes, sizes, and colors of blue glitters as well as a blue flake. This is inspired by Bob's Burgers and it's $12 with no cap. So I think the formula on this is good. I didn't have any issues with running, pooling, staining, or this building up in one spot more than another, especially with these glitters. Sometimes the glitters can be on the traffic jammy side. I didn't have any kind of issues with that in this polish. This does take 3 full coats to build up to opacity. You are going to want all 3 of those to build some depth and dimension in these glitters. You are going to want top coat to finish this one off. It does dry with some texture due to the glitters, and also due to the glitters, this is going to be a little bit more difficult to remove. The blue flake that's in here does stand out nicely on your nail, and you do get a good amount of glitter out without having to do any kind of fishing for it. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Boob Punch and a glossy top coat. And lastly for today from Lacquer, we have Big Ben, and this is inspired by Big Ben Parliament and the beautiful lights of the iconic Bell and Building. This is described as a foggy gray that reminds us of a rainy day with a gold yellow color shifting shimmer, a soft hollow flame, and scattered gold and green color shifting flakes. This will be $12 and there is no cap. The formula on this is wonderful. I didn't have any issues with application. The shimmer that's in this is gorgeous. It stands out so beautifully against this gray base color. I can see the inspiration behind this. I can feel it. This is a gorgeous polish. This does take 3 coats for me to build up to complete opacity. If you're not super picky, you could probably get away with 2. The little holographic that's in here, it doesn't stand out super duper well on the nail, but it is there if you look for it, and it's there more prominently in the sun. You are going to want top coat just because this does dry on the dull side, but nothing in this dries textured and nothing in this is difficult to remove. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Big Ben and a glossy top coat. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of these polishes. Let me know what your favorite was from today's video. Let me know what you plan on picking up from this month's Hella Handmade Creations. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.